Welcome everyone to your stretch class. Sorry, I was moving real slow. All right, let's take a moment. Start with our neck rolls. We are going to start with those feet hip width apart. Planting down to the ground, roll those shoulders back and down. We're just going to take the head in nice big circles. My friend, put my hair up. And we're going to do it in both directions. All the way, really articulate it. Taking our time. We're gonna turn and we're gonna look over our right shoulder, left shoulder. Chin down. Lift the chin, look up. Down. And up one more time. Okay, we're gonna take these arms back and we're gonna roll them back, add a nice little bend in those knees. There's some nice big shoulder rolls to the back. And repeat to the front, bending the knees, arms up and around. And hands together. Bring those feet in, pulling the arms. Press those hands back. Feel this in the front of your biceps, your shoulders, a little bit in your chest. You're gonna hold it here. You can take it back to that wide stance. Really open up that chest and breathe. Keeping those shoulders down. Good. We're gonna drop our chest forward, keeping those hands clasped behind the back. Bring it into a forward fold. Yes, it is like snap, crackle, and pop with those shoulders. Slowly inhale, bring it back up. If you need to take a second, let the blood come back to your head. And then we are going to take those arms, we're going to bring it down to the ground so that those palms are down. You can take a wider stance here with the legs to get those hands on the ground, and you just want to shift your weight from hip to hip, kind of just rocking those hips side to side, focusing that stretch on the inside of those thighs. Good. All right, from here, we're going to bend the knees and extend the legs. So you can keep the head down, looking straight through the legs. Bending and straightening. Good, one more big bend. Bend those knees. All right, we're gonna take our elbows and we're gonna cross them over together. And we're just gonna let ourselves hang upside down and just kind of rock side to side. Letting your body hang loose. Place those hands down. We are going to roll up. Take another big breath. And then we are going to go up and over, make a nice big circle with those arms and bring it over to the right foot. Walk it over through the center to the left. Holding and breathing. Good, bring it back down into the center. We're gonna walk those feet in just a little bit closer together to increase that stretch. Good, so we're gonna be on our nice forward fold here. You can bend the knees ever so slightly to try to get that chest or your stomach onto those thighs. And bend as needed. We're gonna bring it down, all the way down into a nice little squat position, keeping the knees as close to your chest as possible. And then we're gonna extend those legs back up. If you can get them straight, gold star. If you can't just yet, keep the knees bent and focus on that. We're gonna pedal those legs, bending and straightening the knees. And we're gonna drop it back down, bend both knees again, down to that tiny little squat position. We're gonna repeat again, extend, bend and straighten those knees. Bend back down to the ground. One more time, we're gonna extend it up. This time we're gonna come up to a flat back, hands on the thighs. I want nice flat back here. Lift that chest. All right, roll it all the way up. Take it out. Oh, you guys can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? You guys can't hear me, right? Okay. Let me know if you can. Sometimes my microphone doesn't like to work. All right, we're gonna go on our hands and knees and we're gonna do some cat and cow. Make sure those knees are hip width apart. Same thing with those hands under the shoulders. We're gonna inhale, pressing the spine up through the back. Big breath in, lifting the chin, arching the back. Exhale, pressing it through. Repeat, exhale. Good. All right, back to neutral. We're gonna walk those hands a little bit more forward. We're gonna bring the hips down onto the ground into our up dog position. Hold it here. Bring it back up onto all fours. We're gonna make a circle with our hips. So we're gonna bring it down to the ground. They don't hit, they slide over to the left, and then they come back up to our starting position. Then they're gonna come over back towards the right, bring it down, forward, low to the ground, rock it back up. So you're just making little circles with those hips and then rock back to a child's pose. Again, this is gonna look different for everyone. Good, we're gonna do that one more time. So get back into those hands and knees position. We're gonna rock it over to the right side. Let's think of dropping that right hip down to the ground. Roll it to your up dog, over to the left, back up. Repeat to the left. Left hip down, roll it over, right hip, and up. Really great for that low back. We're gonna take those knees apart. Let our chest come through for our child's pose. Pressing it back. Good. We're gonna come up and we're gonna roll through the hips to our nice little up dog here. And we're gonna repeat this a few times. So we're gonna roll it up and back. Roll it up and through, back down to our cobra. Good, one more time. Up and back. Good, bring it all the way up onto our hands and knees, and we're gonna take that right leg, we're gonna bring it forward. We're gonna take that back leg, lift it up off the ground. Left hand is down, right arm is gonna come up and open up that chest, open up that hip. And bring it back in line. We're gonna drop that knee down, tuck the toe under. And we're gonna lift that chest up. I want you to focus on that left hip pointing down and forward. Pressing it forward. You can do hands here. Good. We're going to keep that upper body nice and tall. Remember, you can rock out of this if you need to. We're gonna place the hands back down and we're gonna rock those hips back, keeping that foot right in the same place, just straightening out that leg. You should feel that down your hamstring, a little bit in the front of that ankle. Good. Keep breathing through it. We're gonna press it forward. Send that knee forward one more time. Keeping it in line with that ankle. We're gonna tuck that toe back up, bring it up into a high lunge. That knee off the ground one more time just to stretch this left leg that's back here in our hip flexor. Good, all right, back to your plank position. Send it back. Left leg's gonna come forward. And you can adjust yourself here, find yourself in that nice position. Hands on each side of that foot. We're gonna bring that left arm all the way up. Keep pressing to the ground. Nice big breath in, bring that arm back down. Hold it here, press through, drop the knee, untuck that toe, and we're gonna press it up and adjusting, bringing it forward. Stretching that right hip flexor. If that's a little bit too much, you can also lean it forward and place one hand down for a little bit more support. Breathing deep into those stretches. Good, all right, we're gonna place those hands back down on the floor on each side of the foot. And we're gonna rock the hips back, straightening out that leg. Whose team's in? Rock it forward one more time. Focusing that stretch in that right hip flexor. Rock it back one more time. Straightening out that front leg. Good, big inhale. And rock it forward. We're gonna tuck that toe back under, lift the knee off. Hold here. One last deep stretch in that hip flexor. Good. All right, we are going to put our hands on the inside of that foot. Step those feet back to your plank. And we're gonna drop the knees and bring it back to our cobra, lifting the chest and keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Good, bring it down. And we're gonna roll over onto our back real quick. All right. We're gonna stretch our glutes a little bit right here. The last couple minutes, we're just gonna cross that right leg over the left for our figure four stretch. And hold it here. Feel free to close your eyes for a minute. We're gonna just hang out here for about 20 to 30 seconds, really focusing on where you're feeling that stretch. Using that elbow to help guide that knee out a little bit. Good. All right, we're gonna take that leg out. Both legs are gonna stay bent. So we're both in our right angle and we're just gonna bring our legs over to the left side and let them come across the side of the body. Both arms out, palms to the ceiling, shoulders facing the ceiling. Good. You can take that knee, that right knee, and try to bring it in a little bit closer to you on this side. Increase that stretch. We're going to bring it back in line into the center. Grab both knees, give them a hug. And we're going to go over to our left side. Cross the left over. Figure 4 stretch. Using that elbow. Feel free to roll that ankle around a few times. Good. We're going to release both of those feet, bring them both into your little stag position, and we're going to bring the arms over, cross them. Whoa, my back just cracked all the way down. Good. So both legs are bent. Might be a comfier position. Getting those palms up. I know we are a little bit over, so if you have to hop off, I understand. We're going to bring it back in line. And we're going to hug those knees into the chest. Rock it side to side. Legs up in the air. Give them one last stretch. Reach for those toes. Give them a nice flex. And rock it up to a seated position. And give yourself a high five because you deserve it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me.